get going. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Wild Women Wanting to Weigh In on what Wonder Woman would watch if it was between Where the Wild Things Are and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Uncle Gary is getting all geeked out on goat's root, gumweed, and gambogi episode of The Day's Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Doing okay?
Yeah, can we just talk about how hot Gal Gadot is? The girl that plays Wonder Woman? The woman that plays
Is that
Wonder
the new
Woman?
one or the old one?
The new
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. If I'm being completely upfront with you. If I'm being transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea who she... What else is she playing?
I don't know. There's a handful of other movies.
Ooh, she's a hottie. This is her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Follow her on Instagram.
Cold Fox. I like to get in her DMs, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'll be honest with you, having a great week. It's been our producer Drew's not having a great week, but we're gonna muster through it together. It's been hot as shit. I've gone for a couple runs out in this shit and it's awful. Have you worked out in this hot weather?
No.
Don't.
No. My AC broke twice this week. So.
Shout out to Justin Vrieslar. I don't know the episode number, but that was last week, and that dude's
128.
crushing. Yeah, 128. That dude's crushing some serious fucking dicks, dude. He's snapping dicks left and right. Love that guy. And then shout out to Space Monkey Records, dude. Actually, between 2 weeks ago and this past week,
127
and 128, I purchased a record player, and now we can officially play all the vinyls that we love, as well as the one that Space Monkey hooked us up with for free. This is Season of the Glass by Yoko Ono.
They actually paid you to take it.
Yeah, I asked them, what do I owe you? And they just handed me a 20 spot. And I was like, sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I love Yoko, so checks out. So if you've never heard of Yoko Ono, she's the reason the Beatles broke up. Check her out on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can check music out.
Hit him with that intro.
You want me to hit him?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hit him.
Help me welcome into the studio someone who motivates the dog shit out of me, Paige Fetcher.
Hi.
How are you, ma'am?
Good. How are you?
I am doing okay, as you've heard. I've had a great week. Drew's not had a great week. And Thomas, no one really gives a shit about. So
Exactly.
No, you've had a pretty good week, though, too, right, dude?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure.
A lot of family activity. A lot of editing, too. How's your week been?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby?
It was a short week, so it was busy as hell at work.
I hate that. Every time I get on a short week, I'm like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. It's only 4 days, you know? And it's
not when you work for a payroll department.
Yeah, it's
You
trash.
gotta get people paid.
I don't envy you.
So did you grow up in the Evansville area?
It did. Yep, born and raised.
What side of town? And it does matter. Don't say that it doesn't.
Unfortunately, the north side.
Okay, you're dead to me. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Day's Grimm. My name is Brian. No, I'm joking. But seriously, though, the west side is clearly the alpha of all the sides.
I get it.
I just want to be very frank about that up front. Drew agrees with me. He just looked over you.
And we've had your husband in twice.
Twice. I know. He's famous.
He's a veteran. He didn't serve in Afghanistan or anything. He's a veteran of the show.
He's a veteran of the show. Correct. Yeah.
That's funny. That's a funny thing to think about. There's a skit idea for you. Yep. Boom, right there. I'm a veteran in reference to something other than warfare.
Right.
All right. We'll talk about that later.
Gotcha.
Have you watched any of the episodes before? I'm assuming you have.
I watched Alex's and a few other ones.
A few other ones? Do you have a favorite? Other than, you can't say your husband because that's cheating.
No, I haven't really watched a whole lot. So.
Okay. My favorite is probably episode 100. We celebrated 100 episodes and we got absolutely belligerently wasted. And oh god, that was such a good time.
But that was a fun time.
Oh, it was such a good time, and it did so much better than I thought it would. I thought we would have got like 2 downloads on it, but we got like 100 plus. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is a win-win for us.
Right.
But so you've watched some of the episodes, so you're familiar with the death of the week, right?
Correct.
So unfortunately, somebody died, and it was recently. Actually, I think just a few days ago. So we're going to go ahead and roll on into this week's Death of the Week. Drew, spin it up. Maybe. Here we go. I believe in you.
The Death of the Week.
This week's Death of the Week brought to you by thedaysgrim.com. Get you some sweet merch. We got the mugs and the metal canteen, all kinds of cool shit on there, dude.
The tee that you're wearing.
Yeah, the tee that I'm rocking with Pride. Also, it's Pride Month. Shout out. And then what else? Corn Dog Development. This guy is super sick. He makes these super dope coasters that we've used in the studio for over 2 years now. And they're holding up splendidly. So get on there. Links in the description. If you go to his Etsy store and use the promo code DaysGrim, save 10%. This week, guys, it's a long one, but I want to get through the whole article because it's important for the show. A Texas woman has died. Hold on a second. A Texas woman has died after contracting fungal meningitis in an outbreak that has been linked to a cosmetic surgery performed in Mexico. Age 29, died on Wednesday from a fungal meningitis infection after receiving cosmetic surgery in Mexico, the local TV station KBMT reported. Quote, the loss of leaves a void in the hearts of those who knew and loved her. And there you can read her obituary. So moving forward, quote, she was great and the results were great. This is her husband speaking. Quote, she was great and the results were great. Everything was good. She started going back to work, then started constantly telling me, I have a headache. Something is not right, end quote. And that was again from her husband, Garrett Robinson. Robinson visited multiple hospitals before finally being diagnosed with fungal meningitis, which is a rare but potentially deadly disease. She reportedly suffered 3 mini strokes in the final weeks of her life. State and federal officials have warned people to cancel procedures in the, I'm going to slaughter this, Matamoros area of Mexico. So please stop doing that, guys. So the latest warnings on traveling to Matamoros for cosmetic surgery have come after 2 Americans were killed and 2 others kidnapped while one of them tried to get a cosmetic procedure there. In March, and a group of her friends traveled from South Carolina to Matamoros so that she could undergo what is known as a tummy tuck surgery. While their local drug local drug cartel members kidnapped and they also killed cousin and her friend. The 5 men allegedly carried out the attack were dumped on a Matamoros street to be arrested, along with a letter of apology, allegedly from the Gulf Cartel. Quote, we asked the public to stay calm, and it goes on to read that they essentially are committed that the mistakes caused by indiscipline won't be repeated, and that those held responsible will pay. Jesus balls, dude.
So this is really 8 deaths.
There's a few. There's more than one.
And I like how when they're mentioning this, whatever the fuck the girl got,
fungal meningitis.
Yeah. And they say potentially deadly. Like, why not just say deadly? Because it was deadly in this case.
It can be treated.
Well, clearly it wasn't.
That's this week's Death of the Week, brought to you by Corn Dog Development. Link in the description. Also, thedaysgrim.com. Buy some sweet merch and help us keep the lights on. I bring up that Death of the Week because the reason you're here, Paige, is because you have you and your husband both lost a tremendous amount of weight through this like horrific journey that you've gone through, right?
Correct.
So that's kind of why I picked this Death of the Week, because I know when we talk about the human body and like sociologically how it affects all of us, basically once you hit puberty, there's like a standard, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Of like,
definitely.
Look this way, be this way. You're a man, be a man. You're a woman, be a woman.
Correct.
You know what I mean? There's that
Yeah.
like stereotype or whatever, if you will.
Well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore, but
Not as bad. But
not as
yes.
bad. But it's still like if you go to Instagram, it's just like booties and lip fillers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And where do you think they're going to getting that shit done? Matamoros.
Yeah, because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's why I picked this Death of the Week, though. But what do you think about that?
I mean, sounds better than swallowing those tapeworms.
Yeah, I've heard
That
about
was
that.
rough.
That's crazy.
You've heard about her?
Yeah.
A lady wanted to lose weight so bad she infected herself with a fucking...
So weird. Nope, not me. I'll do it the whole hard way. No,
What do you
thanks.
think about that? Have you ever thought about going to Mexico for any kind of procedure or anything?
No.
You've never even considered it?
No,
You're a wise woman.
definitely not.
Alex picked a good one. Yeah, dude, I just feel like that I'm not going to, if I'm going to inject something in my body or like take something out of my body, I'm not going to a second or third world country to do so I can save like $2 or $3 grand.
Yep.
I don't know. It depends on what it is. Like if you could get like all veneers put in your mouth for like...
And then get fungal meningitis? No fucking thank you.
they got a cure for it. You just go take some
They don't have a
medicine.
cure for it, but yeah, they can treat it. Just never mind. You're missing the point, dude. The point is, this young lady was, she was
Super young.
Yeah, she was 29, I think, 28, 29, and she had this mental. Yeah, there's a picture of the place right there, Riverside Surgical Center.
It just looks scary on the
yeah,
outside.
that's dicey. That looks like they sell vibrators there. You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing tummy tucks here, dude? Bro, like that looks like a car sales place. But anyways, I'm not gonna go save a few grand so I can possibly get infected with something. It's not. And then this young lady, she probably had some. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not. It's body dysmorphia on a level, but like she had a like a programmed thought of what she should look like or what she wanted to look like. You know what I mean? And that's why she went there. It's
Yep.
like it's silly. We should not be programming young women this way, or men for that matter. So
Do you feel like you were programmed to like mayonnaise on sandwiches?
here we go.
No,
Shots
actually, it's
fired.
my mom's fault that I love mayonnaise on sandwiches so much. Is because she always eats mayonnaise on everything.
I mean, I can understand on like a McChicken, but to replace
I even do it
something
on
with,
cheeseburgers. Is that weird too?
No, because you can get mayonnaise on your cheeseburgers at Burger King.
At
Oh.
everywhere you can buy a fucking burger, I think.
McDonald's doesn't do it.
No, McDonald's does not.
They don't? They got Big Mac sauce. That's basically mayonnaise. It's mayonnaise and ketchup.
Yeah, do you get Big Mac sauce or do you just get mayonnaise?
No, I actually get the Big Mac sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not a fucking quitter, dude.
But you ruined chicken.
Ruined chicken.
What was the argument even? Because I don't even understand.
Because I took the Zaxby's sauce off to get the mayo.
What is Zaxby's sauce like? I guess close
isn't it
to.
like tangy, like a little,
Yeah.
like
Like a-
sweeter.
You know, like a tangy with mixed with
Tangy.
like, yeah,
I don't know that I
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah,
Tangy as in.
like zesty.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not my cup of tea.
I wonder if. Oh, here we go. He even has the damn ingredients right here: ketchup, mayo, vinegar. No one knows how to say that word.
Worcestershire. So.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
And some spices. So that's what it sounds like a good time.
But what's weird, I like all those ingredients,
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
together.
You know how Worcestershire sauce is made?
No, how's it made?
They take sardines and onions and they ferment them, and then they take that, and that like is basically
That's
that
fucking
makes me
disgusting.
not want
That's
to eat that ever again.
Rancid.
yeah.
That's why in every recipe you ever look up, it's only like add 1 ounce of Worcestershire sauce. If you go
Yeah,
over this
very
amount,
little.
you will ruin
Yeah.
this dish.
That makes sense now that I know what it is.
Yeah,
Were
dude.
you all like so like most people when they get into weight loss, they clean up the way they eat
Mm-hmm.
with like meal preps and everything like that. Like, were you cooking your meals a lot before that or eating out? I know Alex mentioned you guys are big Chinese people.
Oh yeah,
They're
that's all I
not
wanted.
They're not Chinese inherently themselves.
Well, yeah, they
Just
don't
love
look
their
yellow.
food.
It was just the way you said it.
That's just what I craved when I was
Yeah.
pregnant too, though. So.
Alex told me that you guys were Chinese.
Yeah,
What are
were
you
you
talking
adopted into a Chinese family? Did you have to get smuggled out like that one girl from North Korea?
Yeah, their last name used to be Pang, and they actually changed it.
Right.
So,
To Fetcher.
no, but you guys liked Chinese food. That was like a prego craving. Is that how it started?
No, I liked it before. I mean, I'd want it like once every couple weeks or whatever, but then I wanted it every single day.
Do you know how bad or what MSG is and how bad it is for you?
It is bad.
It's so bad.
So bad.
Dude, MSG fucking like if a squirrel eats MSG, it just dies. That's how
Yeah.
bad this
And they
chemical
put it
is.
on everything.
It's
Yeah.
in everything.
Everything.
It's like their salt.
Yeah.
It's like the Chinese salt, which I don't understand because I don't even really like MSG all that much. But whatever. So anyway, so you're from Evansville, from the north side, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the best part about being on the north side? Like growing up on the north side?
Nothing.
There's nothing there.
No.
Yeah.
I was mostly on the west side.
You said it, not me. No, I lived there for a little bit. I've lived on the west side my whole life. Lived on the north side for a little bit. Hated it.
Yeah. It's a huge difference.
North Park Apartments, that's where I was at.
Okay.
Hated that spot.
Yeah.
So then growing up on the north side, what was that like? What did you like do for fun as a kid? Like riding bikes around until the lights come on type stuff, or?
Yes and no. I mean, I lived in a neighborhood there wasn't a lot of kids, so I kind of just.
You mean you
did
lived
my
in
own
an
thing.
old folks home, or like what? That's what I'm
No,
hearing.
it's just the subdivision. I was really the only kid, and everyone else was like younger than me. So
like
I
all
was-
the other kids were younger. than you.
and I was kind of by myself because I'm an only
Nice.
child. So
Sounds like you missed a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember being like the oldest kid in the group?
No.
You could always make the youngest kids like do the dumbest shit.
Yeah, I always just did the dumbest shit.
I watched a kid like try to make another kid get bit by a snake one time, and I was just like, "It's because he's younger than us. And he has no
Right,
idea
so
what's right or
he
wrong."
thinks you should listen to you because you're older.
Yeah. I feel like you missed a huge opportunity there. We built a lot of bike ramps.
I
We
wouldn't
make the
be
younger
around
kids.
snakes. I'm not a snake girl.
Yeah,
No
3-person slingshots with water balloons into
Dude.
bikers.
Speaking of snakes, this lady in Indiana died recently of snakes. She got like choked out. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a whole house of snakes.
It was 140 fucking serpents.
They were like her pets.
The
20
sheriff
of them.
of this county
Oh, heck
like
no.
owned this house, and he rented it out for people to keep their snakes in.
Yeah, dude.
And she was like there visiting her snake, and it killed her.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Dude, so there are some serious fucking snake
That
people out
is
there.
super weird. No.
But so snakes came up. But so what are some of your like fondest memories as a child on the north side, you know?
I went to a lot of car shows with my dad, so
Okay.
that was my thing.
I
Did you
fuck
go
with
out
car
to
shows.
like Chandler, the drag strip out there a lot or anything?
Yeah.
That place was wild.
How far is Chandler from us? It's not far,
It's
right?
not far.
20-minute drive
It's
not
not
far.
bad.
to the drag strip.
Oh yeah, it's like north of Newburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where Chandler's at.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up going to car shows, and I was a hula hoop contest winner all the time.
Oh,
Every car
shit.
show.
Can you still hula hoop?
Yeah, but not as good. But I have trophies.
Like just keeping it up the longest.
Oh
or like
no,
doing
like
all
being
the
able to
tricks
do
and
everything. Like I could do like 5 at one time.
You
I
were-
could do my arm. I
You
could
were
do
like
my
a
neck,
rave girl
legs,
before
everything.
the rave
Yeah.
kick.
Did you ever get into raves later on? What? Again, I feel like your life is just like full of opportunities that you've missed. I feel like if I
Well,
was you,
I
I would
lived
have.
a little bit of a sheltered life. My parents were.
Oh,
I was a rebel.
really?
I had to at some time.
So family was religious growing up?
I'm Catholic. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the best. That's the best. So you probably started drinking when you were like 8? Yep, same.
Yeah, it was soon. Yeah.
You should have been a West Sider, dude. We would have been
Well, my
best.
dad was a West Sider, but my mom was a North Sider, and she made him move.
Oh, she
Ouch.
converted him? Gross. Gross, dude. That's the worst, bro.
Yep.
So what high school did you go to?
Mater Day.
There
You went to
go.
Mater Day?
I did.
You're not a bear?
No.
Damn, yeah, fuck the Bears,
So
dude.
did you play any sports or anything at Mater Day?
I did. I was softball.
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 Oh, shit. Were they any good when you played? I'm
weren't
not
bad.
like talking shit. I'm just
Yeah, they weren't
legitimately
bad.
curious.
Yeah.
You guys-
I actually quit my senior year because I hated the coach.
You got
So-
tired of the scouts, all that stuff.
I
Coming.
should have stayed because I probably could have got a scholarship or something, but
I talk about this anytime I run into a girl that played softball, and I don't know how old you are, but it's not nice to ask a woman's her age. But I do have a cousin who is older than me. She's like 42 or something. And she played for the Central Bears, and she actually got scouted and recruited from
Yeah.
there to go to Lincoln Trails. Do you-
Okay,
do
yeah.
You know that school? So she goes to Lincoln Trail and plays there for like 2 years. I think it's a community college. It might not be. I don't know. Junior college.
it's a smaller college. I know
Yeah,
that.
it's not
but
big. But then she gets scouted from Lincoln Trail to go play on Team USA.
That's amazing.
And she was a starting fucking pitcher for
Good.
Team USA.
I've played every position. So.
She's a fucking stud.
Yeah.
I would probably fight her. Like, and it would be a fair fight.
right.
It would. She's 3 inches taller than me and like 20 pounds heavier than me. Yeah, she's a monster. I got mad respect for softball players. So,
So what was it like being in a Catholic high school?
I mean, I went all through grade school and high school Catholic, so
No change.
no difference. I hated the uniforms, but it was nice picking out red, white, or blue, khaki pants. You know, it was super easy. But
At least they got away from those like creepy fucking skirts and shit, dude.
oh yeah, and those rompers, the like plaid rompers, those are ugly as shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of up, down.
Yeah.
A lot of kneeling. Does Wrights wear uniforms now?
Every EVSC school has uniforms.
That's what I thought. No? I thought
I mean, Bailey goes to Stockwell, and she has uniforms, but Highland doesn't. A few other schools don't.
What about, high schools, though?
High schools?
I think all high schools switched to
I don't know. Uniforms is dress code. Yeah, it's like,
dress code. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, because I know I went to Mount Vernon.
Okay.
I'm not proud of it. Just whatever you're thinking in your head, I'm not proud of it. I think whenever I was graduating in 2008, that's how old I am. They were talking about switching us to uniforms, and I was like, I'm getting out just in time.
Yeah.
And I thought it was everybody. So what in high school, what did you get into? Like, did you have like a favorite other than like hula hooping, clearly? You know what I mean? Like, and softball. So you were active relatively, right?
Yeah, very.
So were you like in active form, I guess? I don't know. Like,
I've never actually like been like super skinny.
Okay.
But I've always, I feel like I have broader shoulders. I've always been just bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger boned, I guess you could say.
People like to say that, which I don't understand that saying though. I really don't.
Because I've always been super tall. So
How tall are you?
about 5'10".
Oh, my wife's 5'10".
Yeah.
It's interesting. That is really tall for a woman, though, because
Yeah.
I feel like the average woman height is like 5'6" or something.
Yeah, it's shorter.
It's like a small Asian man is like the average American woman height. Like an adult Asian male is roughly 5'4". Yeah.
Wow,
that checks out.
short.
That checks out.
Yeah,
And
so
that
I'm
is,
like a skyscraper.
That is per medicalnewstoday.com. Check that out. Oh man, I almost forgot to say our we'll put it in the link for the death of the week. I didn't say our source. It'll be in the description. But anyway, so
what do you do after high school?
yeah, what happens then?
I went to college. I went to USI. I was going for social work
Okay.
to be a counselor or help with the CPS system.
God, it sounds fucking terrible.
I saw it firsthand. My niece was involved in some stuff, so
It sounds fucking terrible.
yeah. It would have been hard, but at the same time, I wanted to help kids. So
It's a very noble thing. Here's my beef with the social working degree, because A, they don't pay for shit.
no, they don't.
You can't make a living. B, so you're putting yourself in a hard spot financially, and you're spending college dollars to do it, taking on student debt.
Right.
And you're going to go see some of the shittiest shit that any person has ever shitted.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's a lot, but
I
wanted to help change some kids' lives.
It's noble.
Yeah.
But also, I'm glad you did change your degree.
I did.
Okay.
I don't have a degree, but yeah.
You did change from social work, though. Okay, good for you. Jesus, fuck. That was going to be a dark road that we traveled down.
So you didn't end up finishing with the
No,
degree?
so I was there a year and a half, and then I
Okay.
met my husband.
Okay.
So
It's fucking stud.
yeah,
He's fucking
pretty awesome.
fucking athlete.
Some days.
And then what was that like from then on?
I moved out when I was 19 with my best friend, and then I met Alex, and he kind of moved in with us, and he never left.
Yeah, he said it was a lot of smoking weed and eating pizza when he moved back.
Yeah, I never did that much.
I
Back
mean,
then.
you can confess.
I didn't do it much back then.
Okay.
I didn't inhale back then.
Yeah, I did not.
It was,
No.
It was more the optics.
Yeah.
I would just hold it for a second and pass it to somebody.
Yeah, I
Have 'em-
wasn't really into that back then.
I
Yeah.
honestly, like, if weed was legal, I would 100% smoke weed.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
100% smoking weed
For
as
sure.
soon as it's
It helps my
legalized.
back.
Oh, dude, it helps me not want to
Yeah.
kill people. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah, a lot of aggression. What episode was Alex? The last one we just did, or actually the first one? What was the first episode? It was like 90 something. But we talked about him and how he was like a vagabond in Cali for a bit, and he was just kind of like riding the railroad tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Homeless.
He said with a backpack, a skateboard, and a dream, or something.
Yeah.
I think
a
that's what he
laptop,
said.
I think.
Yeah, laptop and a skateboard and a dream.
Yeah, and then a dead guy's trench coat later on.
Yeah.
I reference that all the time on the show. I'm like, yeah, I got a buddy who watched somebody get stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
And he's like, it wasn't in Afghanistan.
No, but so you meet him post Cali vagabond.
Yes.
Right? Correct?
Yeah, he came back from Cali and went to Texas for a while and then came back to Evansville. His mom was starting to get sick.
Yeah, and this is still big Alex days. Like he's large and in charge.
He's a big boy. Yeah, that's okay.
He's knocking down buffets.
Back then I was into big boys, so
That's
all
what's
right.
up. Honestly, I feel like big boys and big girls, they need love too. And somebody out there needs to give it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So respect to you for that.
I mean, yeah.
No, so you meet him after his Cali days, and then how did you guys meet? I got to know that. How did you meet? Did we already say that and I missed
At a
it?
hookah bar.
At a hookah bar?
Yeah, on the west side. What was it, the Oasis? Yeah. Oasis.
Oasis. Nice.
Yeah, good
dude.
times.
I don't even know what that is.
Good times.
Surely that business has closed by now.
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
The hookah trend was like in the door, out the door.
There's a hookah store still on Lloyd.
Yeah.
That's fair because like I feel like hookah is like a Middle Eastern thing. Like it's popular in the Middle East. So like if you're Middle Eastern and you live in America, it's like, and you want your hookah hookup, you want that hookah,
Yeah.
you know, that hookup. I don't know. I was trying to do a play on words there. You get it?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But they got to have a store to go get their coals and shit. So
Right.
they're not going to be using fucking Kingsford coals on their lighting a grill fire.
Yeah, the Insta Light.
Yeah. But so you meet him in a hookah shop. And then what was your first thought when you met him? We're getting personal now.
Yeah.
We're digging deep.
I
You're
mean,
like, I bet he's got a hammer
He
on
had
him.
his hat backwards. He had his diamond studs in his ears.
Okay.
You know, I thought he was really pretty sexy.
Yeah, he was
And then,
flossing.
so you guys hit it off. What happens from there?
I took him home that night.
Woo! Lucky man.
Said
Lucky
he
man.
never left.
Lucky man.
Well, I thought that was just going to be one and done, and that was it.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
Stuck forever.
Yeah.
He reached out to me, so.
Yeah, I went and got this suitcase out the car next morning.
That's intense, man.
Yeah.
Fun story about meeting significant others. I actually met my wife on Tinder, and people laugh all the time.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swiped right on her because she's super hot, of course.
course.
And then she swiped right on me because she likes bridge trolls. I don't understand. And somehow we linked up and met at a bar, and she played hard to get. And then, now here we are 9 years later, you know,
Oh, yeah. He played hard to get to, for
really
sure.
hoofing it out.
Yeah.
It's wild how that happens, dude.
Yeah.
So you guys are together for how long before you both are just like, man, this is because you're both like larger at this point.
No, I was small. He was big.
Oh, so you're small at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
small when I met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not small, but small.
I'm also going to be very uncomfortable this entire interview, by the way, asking you about your weight. There's two things that I feel like...
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, there's
It's
two
all right.
things I feel like you should never ask a woman, her age and her weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her sexual preference, that's free. That's I feel like you're allowed to ask a woman what she likes.
Yeah.
Okay? That's no holds barred. We're not going to get to that, though. We're more curious about the weight stuff. Because
Yeah.
there's women out there that are being like, they have that dysmorphia, and it's like important to have that dialogue going.
Right. Yeah.
So, what leads up to you think, starting to realize that you're starting to put weight on?
Thank you for asking, dude, because I'm like uncomfortable with asking these questions.
After I had my daughter.
After you had your daughter,
Yeah.
you kind of put weight on, and then
That's
just
natural.
didn't lose, and then
Yeah.
postpartum.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That postpartum shit's real.
What's the okay?
It's awful.
I want to talk about both. Let's talk about both. So when you have your first child, what makes you put the weight on? I guess I don't understand. It's just
you
like
just have so
So you're
many.
just carrying,
you just-
another person in your
Yeah,
stomach.
I mean, you just
for
have
9
so much
months.
cravings. I
But
mean,
doesn't it-
but I was strictly belly though. Like I wasn't big in my arms. I wasn't big in my legs. I was just belly.
okay.
And I stretched a lot with her because she got so big. So you're like stretching your skin. I mean, it's a lot. And then when you give birth, it's just excess skin then, pretty much. And then after that, you keep gaining weight because you think you need to keep eating. And I have a newborn, don't have time, you know.
So it's like a lot of mental, like the wires are all frayed and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
So on the mental fraying wire shit, like, do you want to talk about the postpartum, or we don't have to if you don't want to?
I can, yeah.
I'm interested in
Yeah.
that. Like, so what is it like? Like day one, you give birth to this thing. Does it like hit instantly?
No, it's not instant.
So when they wheel it out of the room, you're just like, thank God that crying vaginal parasite's out of the room.
I mean,
or-
Yeah,
let me
he's-
tell you, labor is a nightmare. nightmare, especially when you got a big ass head baby like my husband. So,
how big was the first one?
oh, I just have one.
Oh, I thought you guys had two.
No,
Oh,
just
just one. How
She
big
was small, but her head was ginormous.
Oh, damn. She's going to have a hard
Yeah,
time.
she was only 6 pounds 15 ounces, but
Oh,
her
that's
head was
nothing.
ginormous.
Her head was half the weight.
Yeah,
Her head was
took
3
after her
pounds.
daddy.
They pulled her out and her head was just...
Yeah, well,
Like a
it was a
bobblehead.
nightmare.
You want me to tell you something that's going to terrify you?
Oh god.
11 pounds, 12 ounces. That's how heavy I
I was nervous because my mother-in-law told me he was like almost 11. So
Yeah.
I was nervous she was going to be ginormous.
My stepdad came out with a tooth.
Jeez.
Yeah.
People say that really happened.
His son came out with a tooth.
That is crazy. I've never heard that, but I've been told that happened.
Did you hear about the girl she was like growing teeth inside of her vagina?
Yeah, they made a movie on it called Teeth.
Yeah. Have you not heard about this?
No.
Please look up. Make sure I'm not talking shit here. Was there a real life woman? Well, there's the movie. Yeah, but we want to know, was there a woman? There was a woman that was like growing teeth inside of her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Her little
fucking
pigeon.
nightmare.
That
Yeah.
is super weird.
Palomita. That's what they call it in, Mexico.
Mexico.
Palomita, which is Englishly translated to little pigeon. 1989, the American Journal of Forensic Medicine and Pathology reported a benign embroid tumor. That's what you call children, Thomas. Containing teeth growing in the wall of a woman's little pigeon. But it's not just women who are targets of absurd sexual myths. So is it a
Wow.
myth or is this a fact?
Can you imagine if you grow a tooth out of your
Vagina dentata.
like Larry the Cucumber off of fucking
Yeah.
VeggieTales?
Drew, you're taking us down a dark road, dude. I'm not. I'm seeing like some weird shit in the top. We'll just back. Yeah, tooth to vagina. Gee. Yeah, we'll leave that where it lies. But yeah, so it's happened.
Very weird.
So there's a woman out there with teeth in her vagina. In the movie,
So-
Teeth is actually really good.
So you
Check it
think
out.
by having a kid, like when you have a kid, you realize that like so much of your time starts to go away. Like
Oh, yeah,
it's harder
definitely.
to balance cooking meals or just
Oh, yeah.
getting meals
I
on
mean,
the
I
go.
didn't breastfeed, but I mean,
did not?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
She didn't latch, and I just wasn't comfortable with it.
Okay.
So,
It's kind of weird.
it's not for everyone.
Kind of weird.
I tried, but it wasn't for me.
Something weird
So,
just hanging on to your nipple.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
definitely weird.
I think.
But I applaud any woman that does. So good
I
for
think
you.
I think Alex would be into it if he could have breastfed.
I think it'd be cooler if like it was like wildlife where the kid actually just like held on their own.
Oh yeah,
You
if they
know what
like
I mean?
latched around your body like a little chimpanzee.
Right. And you could
That'd be
actually like
fucking
do
sick.
stuff and the kid's just
Yeah, you could be
Hanging
fucking
hanging on to the other tit,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
or something.
How cool would it be if women had 4 boobs?
God,
that
one
would be
chick
cool.
had 3,
No,
but it
thank
might have
you.
been a fake one.
I already got 2, and that's enough.
The fake one doesn't count though. It's not organic.
So if you get breast implants, they don't count.
No.
No. Not my book. Not my book. And don't go to Mexico to get them, ladies.
Yeah, don't do that.
Jesus, fuck. Save yourself. We have plenty of doctors here in America that will charge you an absurd amount of money for some fake titties.
Or move to Australia where they'll pay for it if you join the military.
Oh, do they?
Really?
Yeah.
awesome.
Chicks in their military can get boob job.
God bless
Oh,
fucking
dang.
Australia.
The down under.
The down under. Do you like wombats?
Wombats?
Yeah, this little guy. Speaking of Australia, I'm a big wombat guy. I've been thinking about pitching Thomas a segment idea for the show. I'm thinking about picking my favorite wombat video of the week every week, and then we just like talk about it and we call it the Wombat of the Week.
Heck yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to run that by you again after the show's over.
Yeah.
Surprise. How are you doing? You need to get topped off over here?
Just smidge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Touch it up.
Touch it up.
Thomas, go ahead.
So when do you think you realized that like you hit a point where you're like, I need to do something about that?
It actually wasn't me. It was Alex who really
Started the trend.
Yeah, that
Team effort.
I got it. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah, he I was being that good wife and baking him chocolate chip cookies every night. So
Damn it. That's where they get you.
I was trying to be that nice wife, and yeah, that took it too far. And to the point where Yeah, after having a child and then my skin super nasty now from that, it's just, he decided we need to do something.
So Alex starts. How long into Alex starting his weight loss journey do you think until you're like, I want to try this?
Oh, it was immediate with him. We did it at the exact same time.
Oh, he didn't jump first?
No.
You guys just were like, we need to unfuck ourselves. Let's do this.
We had talked about it, and then I was like, yeah, I think I need to do that.
How much
too.
as it's starting, like how much research do you think you guys did together?
I
like
did
meal prep
no
and working
research much. He did it all at first.
Really?
Yeah. I just kind of winged it, and that to this day, I wish I would have not have done that. I wish I would have researched way more.
Well, now why do you say that?
Yeah, how'd you start?
Because I literally did strict cardio, and that was it, starting off.
Yeah, you got to have
And that
some,
was bad.
You got to have some anabolic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I lost a lot of weight slowly.
Not
but
anabolic, anaerobic. Sorry.
yeah, but I wish I would have done the weightlifting training also.
Dude, highly underestimated. So if you're out there trying to lose weight, don't get me wrong. If you hop on the bike, if you hop on the pavement, you start logging miles, that will shed weight off you.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
But it is much better if you incorporate, that's aerobic, and if you incorporate anaerobic into your cycle as well, which means lifting weights, the best kind, and just for the best kind of anaerobic workout you can do is like those HIIT classes, like where it's a little bit of cardio, but then you're also pushing weights.
Weight.
Yeah, that is the number one. If you're trying to lose weight, that is your best, and you only want to do one thing, do the HIIT classes, like the circuit style workouts and stuff. Like that is the best way to go. 100%.
I take a gauntlet class on Saturdays with Glenn.
Oh my God.
Those are
Have you done one?
Nightmare, yes.
Yeah, that's
at Bob's.
That's
yes.
Glenn's class.
Yes,
so you've taken it. Okay, so you do know him.
I do know him.
Yeah, we were
Never talked to him.
Glenn's been on 3 times, dude, and he is just the nicest dude, and he's a stud. And if honestly I was a gay dude, I would probably float his direction. I don't know what that. I don't think he would ever float that way. But that's just me.
I rubbed baby oil on him once. Yeah.
I was wondering where that was going to go because all you hear is rub.
I just started laughing.
For his last performance, Glenn.
You rubbed him?
Yeah, for his last performance, I made that little video for him, and I put baby oil all over his body.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so hot for
I
me.
got so many weird looks in the locker room at BFit.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah, he was in like his little G, whatever it's called.
Little
Well, is it? I don't think they
spandex
wear a
thing.
G-string. I don't know.
I don't know what it's
tell you.
called.
Little banana hammock.
Yeah.
We got one of those hanging up
Little
there on Pablo.
Cock cover.
Yeah, little brown bag for your ween. Oh, you should ask her your brown bag question.
Brown bag question. Oh boy.
Yeah, you know how
You don't wanna
people
bring
can
it up?
drink in public with like a brown bag on the liquor and like nobody bats an eye?
Yeah, typically you can get away with like a bottle of booze and a brown bag. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
You would think that'd be more
Yeah, the
noticeable because they know that's alcohol then.
the study behind it is even though they know that's alcohol, that like nobody's gonna really. So basically, it's like hidden. So like if you were walking around, it was open. Like more people are gonna report you for it, so they're gonna have to do something about it. Or if it's brown
If it's in
bagged,
the bag.
nobody's gonna say anything unless you're acting a complete like.
Yeah, you're
ass.
just trying to be Christian. You're trying to be polite.
Yeah.
But then there's like around town here, Evansville Watch, there's like every so often some dude like beating off at a park bench or in a subway that Brian was in, like
Well, it was above ground, but yeah.
brown bag your
Oh.
What do you think about that? Do you think that should be legal? Do you think brown bag masturbation should be legal?
I don't have a so I don't really know.
All right, jury's out. We'll come back to it. Put a pin in it.
So you start with just all cardio, and then like, did you guys incorporate like cutting out fast food and stuff along those lines?
Yeah, no more cookies.
No more cookies.
No more cookies.
What about soda? What were some big ones that you cut out?
We cut out soda completely.
Just
I mean,
water.
he dropped 20 pounds just doing that. I didn't, but
It's wild.
it's annoying.
Did you guys ever drink beer before?
No, I'm not a beer person.
Really?
No.
And Alex didn't either.
No.
See, that's my biggest flaw is that I love a nice bush latte.
Yeah.
Clearly
I mean,
my
Alex
fridge is
loves
stocked.
whiskey, but he'll do some beer too.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Nope. It's either wine or vodka for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were Russian. That's awesome, man. I love Russian people. No, but that's cool that so like soda's getting cut out, fast food getting cut out. Would you say that there was another like primary mover of things that you like cut out that
She
like
said sweets.
Yeah,
sweets in general?
Yeah, sweets in general, and then we changed. I know ground beef is good for you, but it's real, unhealthy at the same time. So we changed that to ground turkey. Just little things here and there, just to kind of help.
I was talking to a friend of mine, speaking of meat composition, and maybe Drew could look it up so I'm not completely talking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure that venison, a red meat, deer meat, is more protein packed. You could just Google nutritional facts of venison meat. That's what I would look up. But it's more protein packed than beef and more heart healthy than beef. Like it's an all around, because if you go kill a deer, like there's no processing.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
it's not got a bunch of bullshit put in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've always been told that deer meat is way better.
It is so good.
And I love deer meat.
Have you seen, so you've seen deer meat like before it gets cooked. It's just like black, red. So good. So I love venison, and it's so good for you. And it's not processed. But that would be a good option to go to. But I do love beef, but they do say it's like not heart healthy. It's bad for your heart over like a long period of time. Is it your prostate too? My prostate is fucked. Dude, I fucking kill a 16-ounce steak like it's my fucking job.
Yeah. So how soon into like cardio and cleaning up your diet do you think you start to make adjustments? And then before you make adjustments, like how much weight loss do you think you saw?
My weight loss was real slow. Just doing the cardio. I would say I probably noticed, a few pounds here and there, probably 3 to 4 months. Like it took me a while to actually see results. And
then, so that's when you decide that you want to switch up your routine of like what you're doing.
So then I started researching more. I have a girlfriend that's a personal trainer, so I talked to her about some things. And
is she a Bob's trainer?
She was, yes.
Oh, she has since moved on.
She has moved on.
Like moved cities?
No, moved to a different gym.
Okay.
Yeah. She's at Crunch now.
Really?
The new Crunch, yeah.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Okay. Spill the beans, dude. I got to know. Is it?
My girlfriend from work has a membership, so I'll go to the classes and stuff with her, but I'm thinking about moving.
No.
Their classes are so much better. I love BFit. I love BFit, but their classes are a lot better.
Is it like Orange Theory where it's like a class-driven gym? Like one of those boutique gyms? Is it a boutique gym, or can you just go there like Bob's and just free lift on your own?
Oh, yeah. There's the exact same vibe as BFit, but at the same time, the classes, I feel like they're more, like you said, cardio, but also weight training.
More
it's
circuit
a mixture.
style.
Yeah, the circuit training.
Okay.
And I like that.
Interesting. I've seen them. Dude, I'll tell you what. If anyone has been marketing, fucking has a marketing degree, it's Crunch Fitness. I'm sure you've seen them on all our socials and shit. They're obnoxious.
They're everywhere.
They are. A lot of money in their marketing. So you guys start pulling out the sweets, pulling out the sodas, and then how long is it until
she said 3 to 4 months, and she saw a couple pound loss, and then she switched up her routine.
Yeah.
But how did you switch up your routine?
I finally started doing weightlifting instead of just strict cardio.
And what was that like?
That was a huge difference. But then I thought, okay, I'm gaining weight because I didn't put 2 and 2 together about the muscle fat too, because that weighs more than regular fat. I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going the opposite way. Yeah. This is not what I want. So then I went back to just cardio, but I went back and forth a lot. And then finally, probably within a year, it took me about a year and a half to get down to my 50 pounds.
What, so do the other BFits, so like BFit in Newburgh, they have a room, it's called like the HIT room, and it's got a light up top, and it's like 60 seconds, you do the workout, and then it flashes red for 30. Did the other ones have that?
No, not that I know of.
Were you just doing like a rotation of like full body weights, or were you just doing like arms on this day, legs on this day?
Yeah, I would switch it back and forth, arms one day, legs another day.
So where do you think you get a lot of these workouts and stuff, is like Alex finding these workouts and then like sharing them with you? Are you guys working out together, or like
What, make your own kind of workout plan?
Yeah, I kind of just started researching myself and just doing my own thing. I did cardio first, but then I have found out that cardio is actually better after doing weights. It's like hit or miss.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a big believer in I will lift and then I go do cardio.
Yeah. So I did that back and forth. Like one day I would do cardio first, then weights, and then weights, then cardio. I'd go back and forth. But yeah, no, Alex would help me here and there, but I know men and women are completely different.
Yeah, but I mean,
because what he would do didn't help me sometimes.
You could argue that for every person, though.
True.
Like every person's metabolism is going to be respond a little bit different to stress.
This is true. Yeah. And a mother's stress is awful.
Yeah, and being a new mother, because so remind me again, after having said child, how long until after that did you start your weight loss journey? Was it
she was in what, kindergarten, first grade?
Shit. So like
years. It's been a while.
Years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was just looking at my old pictures. I was huge when she was in pre-K. So yeah, it was probably kindergarten, first grade.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that stress is definitely, I bet that plays.
Because going back to work and
that
everything
plays a
like
factor,
that. Yeah.
The stress does.
It's a lot.
So how long do you think it took you to get down to the 50 pounds lost?
I would say about a year and a half.
And like Alex was around the same
surpassed.
time.
No, he surpassed me way long before that.
Right, but you were still kicking his ass.
Mm.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Alex?
Didn't you say you were afraid of her when she gets mad? Well, because you're afraid she'll softball pitch at you or something.
He ducks a lot.
I did have a cannon. I did. Yeah.
So you were a pretty good pitcher?
Oh no, I was center fielder.
No, she had a Canon camera.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, no, I had a pretty good arm back then.
Would you ever do boudin shoots?
Boudoir?
Yeah.
Isn't it boudoir?
It's boudoir.
Yeah, boudoir.
Yeah, boudoir.
Yeah, I haven't done one yet, but I've been wanting to.
No, I mean like take the pictures.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you would model for one too.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm ready to do one.
Take notes, buddy. Sounds like a good time.
You ever get like a killer workout and you get done, you have to rub one out?
Oh my God. Sometimes I get like 3/4 chubbed up in the gym.
Right.
Isn't that the worst?
But do women have that?
They have lady boners. You ever get a lady boner halfway working out? It's a unique question. No one's talking about it, guys. Guys, get hard in the gym all the time, dude. It happens all the time. That's all I'm saying. I wonder if women, do you guys not get all like jazzed up while you're like working out?
I mean, yeah, I feel good about myself. I feel like I look like
you're looking in the mirror,
hot ass, you know,
thinking about your husband or Matthew McConaughey or a combination of the both. You know,
what cracks me up is seeing these women come to the gym, and I'm all for you if you want to do this. But
I know where this is going already.
Like, don't come to the gym like with your hair freshly done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your makeup done.
Mm-hmm.
You have a sports bra on and booty ass shorts.
You got a sports bra and a G-string
come on.
on.
If you're coming to the gym, you're coming to fucking get your gym on and get your shit done.
Yeah. No.
Like, I could care less what I fucking look like. I can't stand that.
Was there any when you first started going to the gym? Was there anything that almost deterred you from going back or anything like that? Like, like judgmental
men look at
people,
women very weirdly in the gym.
It's okay. So there's a reason behind that. I feel like I have an argument here.
Do you? Okay.
I will because
it's awkward.
I was a single man once when I was working out in the gym, and I was working out a lot. And the reason why is we're not looking at all these other women. Obviously, you have your outliers like these women walking around in G-strings and stuff. Like you're pulling my attention at that point. Right. As a single man, or even as whatever man, like you're pulling everyone's attention and you're doing it on purpose.
Right.
So like average woman, average man in the gym together, and they see each other. The man is going to look at the woman longer than the woman looks at the man, and I think it's because we are programmed like by Mother Nature to be like these strong like alpha protectors or whatever, and then we see this like I'm going to say something.
You say it.
Grocery getters. No, I don't think that. I'm just saying, like, biologically, we're programmed that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
we're supposed to be
we're the
tending
hunters,
to the children.
you're the gatherers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think there's a biological sense in our head where we're like, what the fuck?
But there's also a
it's-
fuck ton of videos trending now where girls are setting cameras up, catching all the dudes looking at them in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want to
Yeah,
I want to
that's
be
a common
clear. I'm
thing.
not a sexist. I don't think women are grocery getters. Okay, my woman's fucking buff as shit. So she works out a lot too.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant though. Is like you guys were the hunters, you're the gatherers.
Right.
Biologically,
No, yeah, exactly. Because
I think
society made you think that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
Exactly.
there's a weird programming issue there where we're like, what the. We look a little longer
Right.
than you look
Yeah.
at us because it's more natural our direction, less natural your direction.
This is
So you think the girls, the guys at the gym looking, kind of like put a
Deterred
weird...
you a little
yeah.
bit.
So that's why I felt like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be weightlifting. Like they just gave me this weird vibe.
So what
But-
advice would you have to a young lady out there or a young anybody who has that same determent or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but feels that same way?
The same way.
How did you get around that like made you keep going other than like just your drive?
Just I got to the point where I was like, I really don't give two shits anymore. So this is what's for me, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. So I'm going to be there, and if I'm going to lift the weights, I don't care what people think.
I think you should get one of those weightlifting belts on and some of those salts and some chalk and really play it up and then just do like the curl. You know what I mean?
Have you smelled some of those salts before? I think it's magnesium. Or no, it's ammonia. Have you ever smelt the ammonia salt?
No.
It will fuck your day up. It will fuck you up. We could open a canister and put it in the room and we would all be gagging.
Oh, God.
And these dudes crack these little, like when you see an EMT crack that little thing
for
to
you
somebody that's
for
unconscious, to
yeah.
wake you up, that's ammonia. Oh. And then when they crack it, that's like breaking the capsule. Now the ammonia is exposed and it's so potent that it will wake up a dead person.
You're like, you're seeing the light, not no more. Crack.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, actually, I may be mistaken. Hold on. Smelling salts are used to arouse consciousness because of the release of, ammonia. I was right. NH3 gas that accompanies their use, irritates the membranes, et cetera, et cetera. It's pungent. I've taken a lot of chemistry classes, and dude, I got to smell it one time, and I'm good. But these dudes sniff it, and then they go squat 900 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck are we?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? You've seen this shit? It's insane. They're like screaming at each other.
Just because it burns.
Snapping. And then he fucking squats a
I
fucking
hate
Volkswagen.
I hate
I'm like,
the
what are we
loud
doing?
guys in the gym that are loud as shit, moaning and weird noises. I
It's
can't
not
stand
moaning.
It. It's weird. It's like it's weird moaning noises. Yes, it is. It's like
I think I would much rather see somebody take like a glass bulb and smoke some crack before they lift than sniff some container of salt.
I'm only imagining like a dude about to bench press like a fucking mound of, like just a
Dude, you could replace the salts with a crack pipe and it would be the same reaction to what you did earlier.
No.
Oh yeah, yeah, woo! You know, it'd be the exact same shit.
She said moaning, and all I can think about now is a dude that's about to bench press like a shitload of weight, and he's just like,
They got all kinds of videos of that too.
my daughter does that.
When she weightlifts,
No,
or just
she
like,
says,
oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. My like 6-year-old did it the other day. I was like, what the fuck?
She came off the bus one day and said that there's a Hoya leader on
Yeah.
the bus.
And he says, can I get a
And can I get a Hoya?
Oh.
Like, really?
I think that's a sexual thing, so maybe you guys should tone that down a little
right.
bit. I don't really understand. My favorite thing right now, speaking of like that's a thing that the kids are doing, is like, oh yeah. The other thing these kids are doing, walking around, and they're quoting Ronnie Coleman. Are you familiar with Ronnie Coleman?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Yeah, that guy, the big old jacked black bodybuilder guy.
Yes.
So like the kids are quoting him now too, and it's like a popular thing. Okay. But I've been doing it for 10 years. And everybody just thought I was an asshole. Like I don't understand.
Ahead of the times.
Yeah, dude, I was ahead of the curve. So what was your favorite part about getting into so like you're a totally new person, this time frame of the journey? Like what was your favorite thing about like getting into it? Was it like the learning aspect? Did you like the pain aspect? Like, wow, this hurts. And I like, you kind of like,
Yeah, I mean,
what did you like the most about the beginning of the journey?
Yeah, I liked, coming home and, looking like I literally just jumped in water because I sweated my ass off and I actually
Fuck yeah,
did
bro.
something. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
And I'm not that woman that doesn't sweat. I'm a sweater.
That's
Like, you'll know I'm doing the work because you can see me sweating.
That's what's up.
So that was my thing. And, just knowing and then finally seeing results on, my arms or my legs, the toning, that kept me motivated and I kept going. And I love that.
So how long, if we're talking to a novice or someone who's about to get into their own journey, like whether they're losing weight or maybe they're just like, quote, normal shaped and they want to gain some muscle or whatever, like what can people expect? This is what blows most people's like minds. Like what can they expect timeline wise before they can look in the mirror and be like, holy shit.
I mean,
how long did it take you to be able to like look in the mirror and you're like, oh, wow, yeah.
Well, according to my husband, I still don't have any, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Typical competitor.
Yeah.
Typical competitor.
But, I see my triceps.
I think you're jacked. Seriously.
I try.
Yeah.
It took me a while, though. It was probably over a year and a half.
Before
for
you
me
were
to
actually.
really, seeing it. Because I wasn't, I would change it up here and there, and I wasn't doing what I needed to, keep it coming.
You think after that first year, it became more of like an easy routine, just like a part of normal life for you?
Yeah.
Do you get fucked up if you don't go, like your day feels off, or is it just like you're like okay if you miss a day and you're like it's fine, I'll make it up? Or
it depends on the week. He pushes me to go. So there's some days where I'm like I really don't want to, but he's like, nope, you got this. Keeps me motivated.
One thing I really like about you guys as a couple is you meal prep together. Like today's your meal prep day.
Yeah, I made a pot roast in the crock pot.
That's what's up.
I didn't do much. It was exciting.
I like a nice
Super
pot
easy.
roast.
When you do chicken, do you do it in the crock pot? Have you heard that?
Sometimes, yeah, I've done it in the crock pot. And
Low
then I
and
do
slow, you keep that protein going.
in the air fryer too. That's really good too.
See, we do the crock pot, and then we use we have a KitchenAid, and then we just put that little weird hook
Is
thing
that
on
what
there
you
and
call
shreds
that
it up.
guy?
No, that's just my friend.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about Nergio again?
Yeah.
You're an asshole. No, but we have a KitchenAid, so we put a little attachment on it, and it just
Oh yeah.
once you've cooked the chicken, it just shreds it up.
Shreds it up for you?
Yeah, and then
That's
we put it in
convenient.
we put it in everything. You got to
Yeah.
get a KitchenAid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Great.
definitely got to get a
convenient.
Jose with a knife.
His name's Nergio, and he doesn't have a knife.
Well, you said you give him a tool, an attachment.
I'm talking about my mixer, dude. It's
I
a
thought
mixer.
you meant like a surgical
kitchen
attachment.
mixer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yes,
Murphy.
I am the meal prepper.
What's your favorite?
Sounds like Alex doesn't do shit.
What do you think some of your favorite dishes are, like meal prep, that you think most people? Because everybody's like, oh, I just got to eat chicken and rice to get jacked.
That's what that was us for. What months?
Yeah, I eat chicken and rice all the time.
That was all we ate because we thought that's what we had to eat. That's what you would lose weight on. But then I've done a ground turkey meatloaf.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's really good.
I've never had ground turkey meatloaf.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really?
I do that in the oven. I do ground turkey taco salads. I do. What else do I do?
We've done tacos with turkey and chicken. I do think I liked the turkey better.
Yeah.
Though. Have you?
We're just used to the turkey now.
You know they have chicken bacon or chicken ham.
Chicken ham?
Yep.
What does that mean?
I was looking up, because I really like ham, but ham's haram, so I was looking up to see if they had halal chicken or halal ham,
I don't know.
and they said that they had chicken ham. I don't know what it tastes like.
What? So is ham a I don't get it, dude. And I have an issue with vegans where they're like, "This is vegan fucking turkey, bro. This is vegan chicken. This is chicken, but it's not chicken."
Yeah.
Fucking that shit.
We did that for a
irritates the
very
shit
short
out of-
time.
You did?
Yeah.
I hate
that.
those
What was
people.
it? That Stars stuff? That's the brand in the
What is
frozen
it?
section.
What
What'd you
is
guys do? Watch Game Changers and be like,
No.
"Oh, I gotta go vegan."
No, his brother was vegan for a while, so we're like, "Ooh, let's try it out." But
If
it's
not-
disgusting.
If it's not an animal, then what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
That's what I
Play-Doh,
want to
bro.
know.
It's disgusting.
Is it
That's
all
what they
soy?
give the NASA people.
Is it all soy?
add
Do you
water.
know?
I'm not even really sure. It's disgusting. though.
Beans?
Peas.
Yeah.
Beans and peas.
Yeah.
Jesus, that sounds
Eat your
horrendous.
greens.
I do like peas and beans by themselves, but I don't dress it up. If
Right.
I'm gonna eat beans and peas,
So you weren't like a airplane into the mouth kind of kid.
no, I just ate everything. Remember I was 12 pounds when I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
I wasn't into
dang.
vegetables much before I started my weight loss either.
Really?
And now I love broccoli. I love carrots.
What are your thoughts on fruit? I
love fruit.
I hear a lot. It's like
I've heard a lot,
50-50.
yeah, that a lot of people are like, don't eat too many fruits. It's too much it's too sugary.
But the great part about fruit is that it's not a fructose. It's a true simple sugar. It breaks down in your body faster and easier.
Tell that to Steve Jobs.
As opposed to sucralose and fructose. What do you mean, Steve Jobs?
He was a fruitarian, so he only ate fruit, and they said that may have led to his cancer.
Oh my gosh.
Straight up.
Wow.
Well, don't only eat one thing ever. That's what that is telling you. I only eat deer meat. And it's like, yeah, you're going to have colon cancer by the time you're 30. Okay, so who had colon cancer? Steve Jobs. That's right.
I don't know what kind of cancer it was.
And it was from, Jobs experimented on and off with a fruitarian diet, which is a strict vegetarian diet that emphasizes eating mostly fruit as well as some nuts, seeds, and grains. He looks like a guy that would eat some nuts, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I hear a lot of guys saying that, like, don't ever eat fruit, like bodybuilders. And then I hear also some guys that are like, don't ever eat sugar, but fruit is okay. So, like, it's a really...
I love me some fruit.
So how long has it been since you think that when you lost the 50?
Yeah, how long, like, since you had your big loss? Like, when did you finally hit 50, and how long ago was that?
Well, we've been doing it, like 3-4 years? Yeah, something like that. So.
And, I mean, weight fluctuates on everybody or whatever, so, like, I'm sure there's been
lots of up and downs, yeah. I mean, I'm still technically down I'm down 60 technically.
That's a shitload
but I'm
of
back
weight.
and forth maintaining.
There's like a 10-pound flux that you can have.
Yeah, because I started at like almost 260 pounds. So, I mean,
that's wild.
And I'm in between 195 and 205. I fluctuate through that.
Wow, dude, we literally almost weigh the same.
So,
I have like a 200-pound. I got as big as like 210 recently.
Yeah.
But I normally walk at, because I'm short. I'm like 5'9".
Right.
I normally walk at like 175. And being up
I
at
would
200,
love to get down to like 180 and I'd be super happy. I was 160 before I got pregnant with Bailey.
180 sounds nice.
Do you enjoy running and stuff?
No.
You don't?
I do not.
Do you
what do you do to get yourself like in the mood to run? Because like you still do cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you put on like that? Like Brian puts on like Katy Perry before he goes for a run. Do you have like a certain song you listen to beforehand or like?
I usually put on either Eminem or Tech 9 on my Pandora.
Fuck yeah, dude. Tech goes hard.
So at what age did you stop liking your mother? Was it because she taught you to put mayonnaise on everything, or
parental issues? Oh my god!
So it's like, I really like Eminem. You're just like, okay. So what age did you and your mom fall out?
That's why I moved out. But I love my mom now. She's like one of my best friends. So
it's kind of crazy how
That's
life kind of goes to where you get to that point where you're just like, I can't stand this, and then like as you get older, you're like, you hit their age of like that time. You're like, okay, I can understand why you didn't like me. You know,
because you're turning into the same that she was.
Right.
Not you, sorry, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Just like I hate my father, but like fuck, I get it. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like
I think it's because like I became a mom, so we understand each other.
Yeah, you wake up one day and you're like, God, my kid is a.
I get why you're upset with me. Sorry.
Yeah, you're like 43 and she's on her deathbed and you're like, I get it, Mom. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wish it wouldn't have taken this long to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad when you think about it that way, but really, it takes time for you to like understand your parents.
Do you think as a mother that you're raising your daughter with this conscientious part of like eating right?
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
definitely. Bailey loves salads and everything now. Like she
she not always?
No.
How did we get her into that? Or did you just let her explore it on her own?
I mean, we'll make things. She does not like the ground turkey. She's not into it.
It's a little
she
dry.
Won't do it.
Like if you don't like dry meat, it's a little dry.
Yeah. But she does good. She likes salad. She likes eating fruits.
Does she like hot sauce?
No, she's not a hot person. She's like me. She's not like her daddy.
That's how I get people into the ground turkey game because they always complain that it's so dry, and I'm like, do me a favor, go home, put a dash of salt, a dash of pepper, and as much hot sauce as you want. And they're like, hot sauce, turkey, terrible. And then they try it and they're like, fuck, this is fucking awesome.
Can't do the spice.
Dude, hot sauce and ground turkey, A1. I'm serious. Try it out, folks at home. I don't know, man. What do you think as far as like if you had to give it like the number one piece of advice you would give to somebody starting like a big guy or a big fella or a big lady going into a journey similar to what you and your husband have gone through? What would be your number one piece of advice you would give to them before they start?
Just have confidence. Like I didn't have confidence at all. Just regardless if you have no clue what you're doing, just feel like you do and just start somewhere. Like it doesn't matter. Just start somewhere.
That's fair. And then did anyone give you any advice before or like during your journey? Or I guess before your journey. Did anybody tell you like, hey, give you a piece of advice that like stuck with you?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, Alex did, but that's just him being a husband. So
being a stud.
They even have like playlist out there now that has like almost like EDM style beats, but then it has like the Goggin voiceovers like thrown in it.
They're like, fuck your mother, fuck your life, stop being a pussy.
And then the bass drops, you know what I mean? And you're like,
God damn, kill them all. David Goggins, man. That's why. Oh, I know what I missed my point. I want to make sure I say this. If you hate running, you might. So whenever, if
I do incline on the treadmill.
Like the
That's
stepper?
what I do.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I do 3.3 speed and do about 7 or 8 incline.
I like work it in. When I'm on the treadmill, I treat it like if I was running on the road because I'm a road runner. I prefer the road. And you're going to have hills and stuff.
Right,
So like,
yeah.
through my 6 mile run on the treadmill, I'll just turn it up to like 5 real quick. And then now I'm climbing a 5 for like 10 minutes.
Right.
And then I put it back down to
Put it
0.
down. Yeah.
So that's how I kind of do it. It's steady incline the whole way. Fucking kill yourself.
I've never been a runner, but
So,
I have a bad knee.
in
I
order
just
to
can't.
get confidence, just go buy a dog, name it Confidence, and take it for walks.
Ooh, damn! Look at you. That's actually a good piece of advice.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the word you said that was complicated earlier, but you crushed it. I think it was like coincidentally or something, but you nailed it. He normally stumbles over words. And then I had one more thing I wanted to ask before we put a bow on this thing, and I can't remember what it was. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, fuck. God damn it, Brian.
Well, how much better do you feel now? I mean, 60 pounds is a lot of weight to carry around. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, if you think back to 4 years ago and now, like, you probably have way more energy, but yet you probably feel so much better.
Hugely
yeah.
different. I mean, just going from a 2XL shirt to a large,
Game changer.
it's amazing. I have more options now.
And you save like $3 per shirt.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's not to say that recently in the last decade, there have been some really great companies that have come out that like make really nice clothes for larger folks.
Right,
There
yeah.
are some really good folks out there making some like t-shirts that like really fit
Really, yeah.
better.
Right,
And
yeah.
and I don't know so much for women.
I think that's,
but for dudes, they are for sure doing that. They advertise a lot.
I think, you know,
there's just more options
as
now.
children make clothes more and more, it's, you know,
In China.
yeah, well, it's, you know, it's going to get better, you know?
More Chinese children.
Right. It's
Better
the standards
clothes.
got to get better. You know what I mean? They've been making clothes for 10 years now. I'd hope the quality goes.
Step your game up. Step your game up. I don't know, dude.
Do you think we'll have something like that in America? You know what I mean? Like where the kids are struggling, so you just send them to the factory
I hope
instead
so.
of school. You know what I mean? Like, you know, your kid's in middle school, but he's like already been like suspended 3 times.
He's
like,
stupid.
just send him to the factory,
Send him to work.
collect that minimum wage. You know what I mean?
Just so you know, you're talking about me. That
Well,
would have
I'm
been
just
me as a
saying.
child. I know what I was going to ask. Are you open to different modalities of working out, or is it strictly just the high intensity weightlifting, or would you be open to like getting in the pool? Are you open to like cycling?
Oh,
Are you-
yeah. I do cycling. I do the cycle classes. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fun.
At
BFit.
Bob's.
Have you ever thought about hopping in the pool? Have you ever done that?
No, but I've always wanted to do the aqua Zumba at Bob's,
Fuck that.
but I
class.
haven't done that
I'm telling you, when we were
Senior aerobics.
yet. No, I'm not that old.
Well, no, that's what it is.
Is it what it is?
They rotate every other day at like 8 or 9 o'clock. Because I would go cycle. I take the cycling class at
Yeah.
like 8 a.m.
And
or
then go to
whatever it
the pool.
is. And then I would go to swim, and I'd open the door after I changed into my swim trunks and everything.
It's a goddamn Golden Girls episode.
And they're all out there and with their fucking styrofoam water weights, and they got music playing. You know, it's like Wonderful Tonight's on in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like Michael McDonald.
Eric Clapton's like, you look one, and they're moving the weights, you know?
It's fucking terrible.
But yeah, I'm up for doing different things.
Well, what I was going to say is that when I lost a shit, like I broke into the 170s whenever I was getting ready for that triathlon that got fucking canceled. I hit 179. That's the lightest I've been since I was 25.
Wow.
I've been that light in a long time.
I hit 160.
My cardio game was, for lack of a better word, it was stupid. But a big portion of it was getting in the pool and swimming miles, like
Really?
2,000 meters at a time per swim. And if and when you can get to that point, two benefits to it. A, you're burning hella calories because it's a full body workout and you're working against resistance and you're working your heart, your lungs, and everything.
Right.
Also, it is a huge plus for your joints. Like if you're a heavier gal or a heavier guy and you know how to swim, get the fuck in the pool, dude. You will lose so much fucking weight. You will lose so much fucking
It's also
weight.
easier on your body,
Your
as
joints
well.
and stuff.
Yeah, because my knee kills.
Yeah, dude. You should. If you can, you swim.
Well, that's what I would do. So, like, when we were training for the triathlon, like, if my knee was hurting from cycling so much, like, I would just mainly focus on, like, swimming or, like, the rower instead of cycling.
Logging clicks in the pool, man. Dude, 2,000
I
meters.
shared a lane with your husband in the pool.
That's cute.
They went cheek to cheek,
Mm.
tip to tip.
Had my Speedo on and my pool cap.
So cute.
I used to send Brian pictures of me in a pool cap just randomly.
I was like, damn, we're brothers.
Oh my God.
Because I'm bald.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So, and then, so do you want to put a bow on this bad boy?
Yeah, was there ever a moment on this weight loss journey where you just like wanted to throw in the towel? Like I know going to the gym, we hit these times where like you go into the gym and like something's off or whatever, and you leave and you're just like, man, like this is whack. Like Brian had a shitty workout the other day and he was just pissed off that he even went. But like, you know, there's like moments like that, or is there like another moment and you're just like, fuck this shit, I'm done. I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna make a fucking dozen cookies. I'm gonna smash those bitches with some milk,
dude. Just,
you know what I mean? Like, what?
It's a dark time, dude. It's a dark time. It's like the end of fucking Dodgeball when he's just smashing those fucking cookies and chips and shit. Fucking Chuck Norris.
But no, like, was there a dark moment on the journey where you wanted to throw in the towel? And we don't have to go necessarily too much into that moment, but like, what pulled you through that? Like, when you go to the gym and you don't have that good day, what brings you back to the gym? Like, what keeps you?
I mean, I'll throw it out there. Us women, I mean, we have a monthly thing. So
yeah, Shark Week.
That in itself is a nightmare. So
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, that week before is a nightmare. All you want to do is eat and binge watch and just be lazy.
Yeah.
And so that does not help my motivation. When I'm on, I don't want to go to the gym. Not motivated at all. Bloated. Just don't feel good. Don't want to go. Unfortunately, I do push myself through and I go.
Yeah.
But I think that's a main thing for us women is we get in our heads when it comes to that time of the month.
So what pushes you through it? What gets you through it? What makes you like get
knowing
off the
that I'm
couch?
30 years old and if I don't do it now, I'm going to be ginormous and I'm going to die early, and I'm not doing that.
I thought you were about to say, no, not that I'm 30 and like 20 years I won't have a period anymore. I got the calendar marking off days to menopause.
I'm 30 years old and I want to be around long enough for my daughter. So that's what motivates me.
And you'll be able to do more with your daughter than what you could have done, 4 years ago.
Yes, this is true. Yeah. And it shows her to keep motivated. I mean, she's in cheer, so she's very active.
It's hard. Like at I don't know how old she is. I think
she'll be 10 next month.
10.
Yeah.
When 11, 12, 13 rolls around.
Yeah, it's
good
going to be
fucking
fun
luck,
time.
dude.
Yay.
There comes that dysmorphia, and she's going to have to lean on you guys for that power and that keep your head down, keep the legs moving.
She keeps me motivated because she'll look at an old picture of me and be like, "Whoa, mommy, that's you." Like that makes me motivated too because she's like, "You don't look the same. That's awesome." So I like that.
No, that's fucking... Dude, it's always great when someone looks at you and then, like in Alex's case, they
oh
were
my
like...
God, huge transformation.
In Alex's case, they were like, do you have cancer? Are you dying? And that's got to be a great feeling.
Right.
That you've lost so much weight that
No.
people think you're fucking dying.
Yeah, no, I was worried
You have
about
a
him.
terminal
Like, it was
illness.
bad. His was bad.
Yeah, no, but that's whenever people like notice when they're like, damn, they haven't seen you in like 9
Exactly,
months.
yeah.
Or a year, and they're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That is what will keep you driving, I
Oh,
promise.
yeah.
There is no better feeling than that.
And then last minute shout outs, and then like
Yeah.
where
Spin it up,
like if
Drew.
there's females out there that want to get in touch with you for weight loss advice or anything
social
like
medias, if they can get a hold of you, how do they do so?
I got Facebook. Yeah, that's pretty much all I use.
that.
I don't do the Instagram.
Shout outs. Who's gotten you to where you're at and who's keeping you
My husband is a big shout out because he's the one that's motivated me, but also my friends and family too. My friends go with me to the gym. They keep me motivated too. And of course, my little girl.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I'm fucking... If I haven't been drinking, like had I not been drinking this whole time, I'd go work out right now. I'm fucking jacked. Like I might just knock out some push-ups. I'm super pumped, man. Dude, seriously, like it's not, we get women in here, we need to get more women in here, but it's always great to have a woman that has a powerful story, and you have exactly that. Nothing
you.
short of a powerful story. You got a lot of drive, and you're a very strong woman, and I'm glad to call you a friend.
Thank you. Yes.
So thanks for coming in. You could have done anything for the last 2 hours, but you came in and talked to us heathens, dealt with us for a little
fun.
bit in the man cave. So we appreciate you. And all her socials will be linked in the description, guys. Check it out. Thanks again to Corn Dog Development. Check out thedaysgrim.com. Get you some super sick merch. This has been another thrilling episode of The Days Grim. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Graham.
This has been Paige Fetcher. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Crank it.